trade, and our complementary strengths between New Zealand and India, whether in agri-tech, whether in food processing, whether in clean energy and renewable energy, whether through mining, whether through our talent and skills of our young professionals, opportunities for dual degrees and setting up campuses of prestigious universities in India, while also encouraging Indian students to go to New Zealand and gain high quality education, and promoting MSME manufacturing in India. This FTA provides opportunities for all sections of our export community, opens up new doors for new exporters with new products wishing to diversify their export basket, and at the same time helps every region of the country, north, south, east, west, northeast, in different areas. It has some very interesting new elements of technical collaboration in fruit cultivation, in honey production, and other areas, including dairy, where they will bring latest modern technology to India to help our farmers, our dairy persons increase their incomes. It will certainly be a great boost for labor-intensive sectors like textiles, apparel, home decor, footwear, rubber and leather, while also encouraging export of automobiles, auto components, machinery, electronic goods, electricals, pharmaceuticals and chemicals. This shows you the wide range of products that will benefit, particularly areas where either there were high duties or some areas where there were barriers to trade, which we have both agreed to simplify and smoothen for faster access to their market. In terms of mobility, you are well aware, students who go to New Zealand to study will now be eligible for a 2-year work visa if they take a degree course, 3-year work visa if they take a bachelor's degree with honors, a 3-year work visa if they graduate in STEM disciplines, science, technology, engineering and mathematics, and a 4-year work visa when they do postgraduate studies in New Zealand. It's also interesting that almost 5,000 of our professionals who are yoga instructors, chefs, Ayush professionals, IT or educational teachers, nurses, caregivers will get professional visas for serving the New Zealand economy. We have also been able to open up 118 sectors, which will also give us an opportunity to participate in tourism, IT, telecom, audiovisual, etc. We are very happy to report back to the nation that for pharmaceutical products, there will be a fast-track mechanism for approval of Indian pharmaceutical products, which will open up the doors to the New Zealand market and help us capture a larger share of their current imports of pharmaceuticals and medicines, drugs. They have also agreed to mutually accept good manufacturing practices which are approved in India by US, UK, EU or Canada, so that products or companies approved by these countries will get faster access in the New Zealand market. We have also been successful in negotiating collaboration in traditional medicine, the Ayush stream of wellness and medication, and this will open up good opportunities for healthcare, preventive healthcare, wellness and traditional medicines, which is India's area of strength. Friends, our farmers stand to gain hugely both through market access in New Zealand and through technology collaborations. Similarly, for our fishermen, our dairy persons, and giving a very small conditional TRQ, very small volume of concessional duty exports on a few products, we have been able to open up large vistas of market access and technology collaboration and benefit from New Zealand. In fact, we visited some of their farms where kiwis are produced. Many of them are run by our own hard-working farmers from Punjab and Uttarakhand. And I was amazed to see the quality and productivity. And they have assured to come down to India and help India gain similar productivity and technology benefits for our kiwi producers, for our apple producers, for our honey manufacturers, and other agricultural products, including dairy. Friends, we have been very sensitive to protect all the sectors like farmers' interests in rice, wheat, dairy, soya, and various other farmer products, agricultural products, which have not been opened up with any access. We have also been very conscious of ensuring that our MSMEs and our startups, innovators get big opportunities in New Zealand. It's a win-win agreement, and I can assure the people of India that under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's very, very focused approach and guidance towards making India a greater player on the world stage, making India's industry, farming sector, agriculture sector, and services sector an international player of relevance. We are negotiating free trade agreements and comprehensive partnerships strategically with countries who have significant incomes, with countries who offer large market opportunities, and undoubtedly these agreements will play a very important role in the Amrit Kal as we all work collectively as a nation of 1.4 billion people, as 140 crore Indians work towards our goal of Viksit Bharat 2047. Thank you.